Why do I build roller coasters? I build roller coasters so I can tell stories with them. And I think that rides are a really compelling way to tell those stories. It's sort of like a movie, like you're the director of the ride, and so you get to choose what the riders perceive. And roller coasters on their own aren't all that interesting to me personally. I'm not like a thrill junkie when it comes to rides. But I'm more interested with how I can utilize the tool of a roller coaster to get people out of their, everyday lives and maybe show them something that moves them. So we are in the great Commonwealth of Virginia working on our 4th roller coaster. We're working with our friend and collaborator Gabe, who's flown out all the way from California to help us build this one. We've also brought out team members from all over the country to help us knock this one out of the park. This is our most advanced track that we've ever built. There's a new pipe roller that we've been working on, a new process, new ties, new connectors. There's a lot to share and show with you. Gabe reached out to us probably about 9 months ago, just asking general questions about how to build a roller coaster. But as we continued to dialogue and talk, we realized that he wasn't going to be able to make it out of PVC. He needed to do it out of steel. We worked together to determine that it would be the best thing if we actually helped with the fabrication. Over the next several months, we went out there, we took measurements, we figured out what we were going to need to do, we got the budget approved, and we really put the plan into motion. When it comes to building the track, one of the more complex aspects is how are you going to make something from a drawing in real life? Especially because all of the curves are so unusual and compound. For a while, we were developing this idea called the box track, which is essentially square tube that is cut in faces on a CNC machine. What we kind of pivoted to specifically for this project was, well, let's still roll the tube, but let's create a CNC tube roller, essentially like a 3D extruder. So Michael spent a lot of time researching, designing, and R&D'ing this version of the machine. After a lot of work, we had it working, was able to respond to all the controls. It would react to the data points that we had given it, but it just turned out that it was not strong enough. The motors were not strong enough to actually roll this like a tube. Fortunately, Michael is a chef, and so he knows how to compose the track within a 1/4 inch of precision. Michael, my brother, is one of the smartest people that I know. Well, it's funny because he's also one of the funniest people I know. And I don't know if it's just because he's my brother. Well, he can make me laugh more consistently and harder than anyone else
Michael Dumb
I've ever met.
Oh, get into the roller coaster building business, they said. It's glamorous. We don't have ADHD.
But you wouldn't know that from working with Michael?
Yeah, because
He's one of the most morose people that you may have ever encountered while working. Just a puddle glum of workers.
Yep.
He knows what he's doing. Well, he has a vision. Well, I think like if I was to describe Michael, it's that he has the ability to laser focus on a problem and figure out how to solve that problem. Michael also understands roller coasters better than anyone I've ever met.
Must I do everything?
Yeah, Michael is, he's amazing. He really is. And I'm really lucky to have him as a brother. But it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy what he's able to do. Today we've got to roll and fabricate 23 pieces of pipe to meet the schedule. So there's a lot going on, from measuring and rolling the tube to setting it all up on the different racks that we've built so that we get the height and the pitch of every single piece of track correctly. Joe's been going through and welding everything, and he's been doing a fantastic job. This will be the 4th roller coaster that he's welded for us, and so he just knows exactly what to do.
How many have I consumed? 2.5.
Francis is helping us move pieces around, making sure everything's lined up, and then also getting it cleaned off with an acetone so that when Nate comes in a couple days, it's all ready to paint. All right, so this is the 3rd day of working. We've made a lot of progress. Sitting here, we've got 37 pieces of track, so we've made a ton of progress in the last 3 days. There's a lot going on still in the shop. We've got about 19 pieces left to fabricate, so a lot of work, and it has to be done today because our painter is coming, so we're really in production mode right now. And big news is Gabe arrived today, so we were able to show him the track, what's going on inside, under the hood. And yeah, he seems pretty happy with what we got going so far. All right, so let me show you a little bit about the track here. So we've got, I think we're up to like 38 pieces out here now, out of 55. We've got obviously the rails, which are 2-inch diameter DOM, 1/8 wall thickness, so pretty hefty stuff. And then these are the ties, which were laser cut by a fab shop back in South Carolina. They're amazing. These are like super clean. So the tie here has 3 holes in it. One is the center axle where the bolt goes, and then these 2 banana slots. The banana slots allow for the tie to pivot so that when you put your bracket here, it can receive the track depending on what angle it's at. On the ends, like I was talking about, are those couplings. And so the couplings are always the direction that the tube is going on the track. So I think that's forward on the track. And they allow you to easily connect into the female ends for the next track. When we made Little Thunder, and when we made Rover, we would roll 20-foot pieces.
20?
Oh. And they were totally unmanageable.
Oh,
because they're twice as long as this.
Oh, okay.
And so like this, I mean, Francis is a big guy. He's been able to carry him by himself out here. But this should be totally manageable with 2 people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, this is just like really like awesome. I'm glad that like just a huge chunk of the roller coaster is just going to be like done with, and that I don't really have to do, because I mean I wouldn't have been able to do this anyway. I had to paint at one point too. I hated that, so I'm glad I don't have to paint this time.
Okay, so our paint guy's here, Nate. He's over there. And right now he is priming all of the pieces of track. You can see we've got probably about 20 of them sitting right here. Before we did this, everything was acetone and it was clean to get rid of all the gunk and stuff so that the steel could receive the primer in a really good adhesive way. Once all of this is done drying and curing, it takes about 16 hours to cure, then Nate will come back and he'll actually put the blue on it, which is what the finish is. So I'm really excited to see like the actual finished product. But even just this, it looks so good. So much better than just the raw steel. Every single coaster we've done is just getting better and better. And the fact that we're able to bring on partners and friends like Nate who do this professionally, it just makes our product so much better. just about at the end. Painting all the track blue, letting it dry here, and then it's head to California tomorrow. In order to complete a project of this magnitude, this scale, you really need a pretty big team of people. To me, like, that's actually the magic of Magictecture, is like the talent that all the different team members bring to each project. If it wasn't for the team of people, there'd be no way for us to actually do any of the coasters. Behold, the behemoth, the 26-foot U-Haul. Today we're loading up the track. We're about halfway through getting all the pieces on. It's actually going pretty smooth. We've been able to stack them really efficiently all the way up. And we've got this kind of, almost like a carpet liner in between to hopefully protect the track during transportation. But Gabe is such a smooth driver that it's not gonna rattle at all. It's gonna be perfect. He knows what he's doing. All right, well, that's it. We packed up the roller coaster, cleaned up the shop. That's really all we can do with this coaster. So we're gonna lock this up, return the key to its owner, and go on to the next one. So stay tuned, like, subscribe to the video, and until next time, take care.
Well, we tried something.